Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello guys, we're from group 2. Today we will discuss about climate change. Before we continue to the topic, allow me to introduce our member. First, Ghazi.
Hi guys.
Second, Rizqi.
Hello everyone.
Third, Rifaldi.
Halo guys.
First, me, Alvin. Hello guys. And 5, Farid.
Hi guys.
And lastly, Deffin.
Hi guys.
Contents of our topic is first question, definition, problem, impact, solution, and lastly closing. This is question about climate change. What is climate change? What causes climate change? What are the effects of climate change? And last, how to reduce the effects of climate change. Definition about climate change. Climate change is a symptom of an increase in the surface temperature of the Earth due to the increased intensity of the greenhouse effect, which leads to global warming. Some may already know, climate change is the rise in temperature is caused by rising levels of greenhouse gases or GHG in the atmosphere, including carbon dioxide. It is mainly produced by human activities such as the burning of fossil fuels like oil, gas, coal, etc. that are widely used in industry and transportation, household, generation, etc.
And then there's a problem because of climate change. Currently, the world is getting worse from time to time because of climate change. Climate change is a term that refers to changes in temperature and weather patterns in the long term. This climate change is generally caused by human behavior that damage the surrounding environment. For example, such as there is energy generation. Humans make electrical energy and heat energy by burning fossil fuels. This causes massive global emissions. In addition, most of electrical energy is still generated by burning coal, oil, and gas, which can produce carbon dioxide and nitrous oxide, which are harmful greenhouse gases that cover up the earth and trap the sun's heat. And then second, there is goods manufacturing. Manufacturing and industry generate emissions, most of which come from burning fossil fuels to produce energy to make things like cement, iron, steel, electronics, plastic, clothing, and other goods.
Number 3. Deforestation. Humans often cut down trees in the forest for reason of making agricultural land, livestock, or other reason. This causes emission because trees that are cut will release the carbon stored in them. Then forests can absorb carbon dioxide, but because they are destroyed, their ability to reduce emission in the atmosphere will be limited. Number 4. Transportation use. Currently, almost the entire population of the Earth uses vehicles with fossil fuels. This makes the transportation sector a major contributor to the greenhouse gas, especially carbon dioxide emission. This is exacerbated by the increase in the number of people on Earth, which causes the number of vehicle produced will also increase.
Number 5 is food production. Food production produce emission of carbon dioxide, methane, and other greenhouse gases in a variety of ways, including through deforestation and land clearing for agriculture and grazing, gas from cattle and sheep, production and use of fertilizer and manure for farming, and energy used to run agriculture equipment or fishing boats, which usually run on fossil fuels. Number 6 is energy supply for building. Residential and commercial building use more than half of global electrical energy as coal, oil, and natural gas continue to be used for heating and cooling systems. Residential and commercial building generates significant amount of greenhouse gas emission. Okay, the last one is number 7 is overuse. Currently, many people use energy in excess. From example, wasting food in vain. This greatly contribute to greenhouse gas emission. Moreover, The use of goods such as clothing, electronic, and plastic that are used as excessively will also contribute greatly to global greenhouse gas emission.
And now, impacts. After the world experiences climate change, there are adverse impacts on the world. For example, number one, more intense storms. The destructive storms are becoming stronger and more frequent in many areas. As the temperature increases, more water evaporates. This exacerbates extreme rainfall and flooding, giving rise to more destructive storms. The frequency and extent of tropical storms are also affected by rising ocean temperatures. Cyclones, hurricanes, and typhoons become stronger with warmer water at sea level. These storms often destroy homes and communities, causing death and great economic loss.
Number 2, drought. Climate change is changing the availability of water, making it increasingly scarce in more areas. Global warming is exacerbating water shortage. Already experiencing water shortage. Global warming also causes an increase in the risk of agricultural drought that will affect crops, as well as ecological droughts that will increase the vulnerability of ecosystems. Drought can also trigger destructive sand and dust storms that can move billions of tons of sand across continents. Deserts are becoming wider, so the land for farming is reduced. Today, many people face the threat of periodic water shortage.
And then number 3, there is a rise in temperature and sea level. The oceans absorb most of the heat from global warming. The increase in ocean temperatures has occurred much more rapidly over the past 2 decades across all ocean depths. As the temperature of the ocean increases, their volume increases as water expands as it gets warmer. Melting ice sheets are also causing sea level rise, threatening coastal and island communities. In addition, the ocean also absorbs carbon dioxide, thereby reducing its amount in the atmosphere. However, more and more carbon dioxide makes the ocean more acidic, thus endangering marine life and coral reefs.
And 4, loss of species. Climate change poses risks to the life of species on land and the sea. These risks increase with increasing temperature. Exacerbated by climate change, the world is losing 10,000 times faster than ever before in human history. 1 million species are threatened by extinction in the next few decades. Climate change poses many threats, including forest fires, extreme weather, and invasive pests and disease. Certain species will be able to migrate and survive, but others won't.
Number 5 is starving. Climate change and the increasing frequency of extreme weather events are two of the reasoning behind increasing hunger and malnutrition globally. The fisheries, agriculture, and livestock sector can be destroyed or become less productive as the ocean becomes increasingly acidic. The marine resource consumed by billions of people are threatened. Change in snow and ice cover in much of the Arctic have disrupted food supply from herding, hunting, and fishing. Heat stress can reduce water source and pressure for grazing, leading to reduced yield and affecting livestock.
Okay, and the number 6 is causes many diseases. Climate change is the biggest health threat facing humanity. Climate impacts have enriched health through air pollution, disease, extreme weather events, forced displacement, stress on mental health, and increased hunger manipulation in trade where they are not curbed an aggregate food resource. Every year, there are about 16 million deaths due to environment factors. Change in weather patterns make disease spread. And extreme weather even increase the number of deaths and make it difficult for the healthcare system to deal with them.
And the last one, number 7, is squalor. Climate change is adding to the factors that keep people in and remain in poverty. Floods can sweep through slums, destroy homes, and destroy livelihoods. Heat can make outdoor work difficult. Water scarcity can affect plants. In the previous decade, between 2010 until 2019, weather-related events forced an average of about 23.1 million people each year, leaving more and more vulnerable to poverty. Most refugees come from countries that are most vulnerable and least prepared to adapt to the impacts of climate change.
And the last solution. Everyone can decrease the climate change effect. From the way we travel to the electricity we use to the food we eat. We can make the difference. Get started with the 6 actions to reduce the climate crisis. Number 1, saving energy. Most of our electricity and heat is powered by coal, oil, and gas. Use less energy by lowering your heating and cooling, switching to LED light bulbs and energy efficient electrical appliances, washing your laundry in cold water or hanging system to dry instead of using the dryer. Number 2, walk, bike, or take public transportation. The world's highways are clogged with vehicles, most of them burning diesel or gasoline. Walking or riding a bicycle instead of driving will reduce greenhouse gas emissions and help your health and well-being. For longer distance, consider taking the train or bus and carpool whenever possible.
And number 3, switch to electric transportation. If you are planning to buy a car, consider buying an electric car with more and cheaper models available in the market. Because even if they still use electricity generated from fossil fuels, electric cars help reduce air pollution and cause far less greenhouse gas emission than gas or diesel powered vehicles. And then 4 is waste less food. When we throw away the food, we also waste the resources and energy used to grow, produce, package, and transport. And when food rots in landfills, it produces methane, that impact of a powerful greenhouse gas. So, use what you buy and make compost from leftovers.
Number 5 is choose environmentally friendly products. Yeah, everything we spend money will affect the planet. Yeah, you have the power to choose the goods and service you support to reduce your environmental impact by local and seasonal food and choose products from companies that use research responsibly and are committed to reducing their gas emission and waste. Number 6 is, and the last one is refill and invite others. After we did to reduce climate change, the last thing is refill and invite the others to join in supporting the action. This is one of the fastest and most effective way to make a difference, such like tell your neighbor, colleagues, friends, and family. Let the business owner know that you Super Bowl chain call on local and world leader act now.
And yeah, so we as humans have an obligation to keep the earth healthy. The things we can do as a first step to protect the earth is to save resources. There are many ways that can be done to save resources, such as saving water, electricity, and choosing use public transportation. Then, from the industrial side, there must be innovation to reduce products that are not environmentally friendly, such as cars using gasoline or food packaging that use plastic materials. All parties have an equally important role in protecting the earth because those who will enjoy it if the earth remain sadly are not for our generation, but for generations to come as the most valuable legacy. And I hope after this we can care about protecting the earth. That's all for our group. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bye bye guys.
Bye bye guys.
Bye-bye,
Have a good
guys.
time.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
Thank you.